Okay, so Roadsport are up shortly, and I'm here with Mitch. Mitch, you had a fantastic race yesterday, podium position for you, but obviously the conditions have changed quite substantially. I know a lot of drivers here haven't had much running in the rain, which is crazy for the UK, isn't it? Yeah. But it is very, very wet out there. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm excited. Yeah, a little bit nervous. I don't know what it's going to be like, obviously, until I get out there. But I qualified quite well in the rain at Cadwell, so hopefully that translates well here. I don't know, but yeah, just very excited.
And Cadwell, you have to be really brave because there is zero runoff. You've got a bit more runoff here.
Yeah, true. Hopefully I don't have to use it though.
No. Yeah, that's very true. Well, I wish you all the best. Enjoy the race.
Awesome.
Thank you. We're just going to have a quick walk over and have a chat with Archie, see how he's going to get on in this race and what his predictions are. He's got the brolly now. Mitch was having that brolly a moment ago. Archie, nice wet race for you. What are you looking forward to it?
Kind of. I mean, it's pretty scary, and I've been watching some of the races. Some people it looks pretty slippery out there, so see how it goes. I'm hoping I can just stay on the track and not have any incidents. But yeah, it should be quite fun.
Yeah, I think it will. Mitch thinks the same. It's going to be fun. I'm actually quite jealous. I'd like to go out there and race in the rain.
It could be fun.
Yeah, loads of fun.
Just hopefully there's not too many big incidents and everyone gets through okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes.
That's it. Well, wish you all the best. Enjoy.
Cheers, Sam.
Thank you. Right, I'll hand back to you, David.
Cars on their way on their green flag laps then for the Bilstein Suspension Caterham Roadsports Championship. The grid lines up in the order they finished race one yesterday. Just the 2 races for Roadsport at each meeting. This is the last we'll see of them today. But if they are anything close to race one yesterday, this is going to be an absolute cracker. Richard Davies, number 25, who has won 3 out of 3 so far this year, will aim to make it 4 wins in a row. He starts on pole position alongside Mitchell Fasania, who we just heard from. Second row, the 2 yellow cars of 99 Matt Fox and 19 Carl Townend. Row 3, 89 Ollie Smith and number 12 John Bond. Ben Oliver, number 80, Sam Emmington, the 56 on row 4. Row 5, 70 Joe Oliver came through from the back of the grid to finish in the top 10 yesterday. Starts alongside Rob Hicks in the 27. And on row 6 we have 62 Georgie Tuffin. She also came through from the back. She missed qualifying yesterday alongside Steve Vischer, the number 9. Row 7, 4 Richard Northridge and 86 Richard Watson. Heinrich Watson Miller, 47, starts alongside Archie Kennedy Dyson, number 14 on row 8. Row 9, 21 Luke Wilson alongside 88 Mark Hensler. Row 10, number 10 James French and Jason Spencer, number 8. Alex Dobrin in number 66 starts at the back of the field. It'll be a 20-minute race for the Bilstein Caterham Roadsport Championship. We had a 7-car pack at one time battling at the front of the field yesterday. Will we see the same level of action again here? This could be one of the races of the weekend about to get underway. The Bilstein Caterham Roadsport Championship is go. Great start from the outside of the second row by Kyle Townend, the number 19. Can he fit through the middle as they go into Clervaux? Yes, he can. What a start by Kyle Townend. And he's gone, I think it's Kyle there from 4th to 1st, but back up the inside comes our pole sitter Richard Davies in the red and black cars. A little bit of a sort out going into Clervaux behind. 1 car dropping 2 wheels into the gravel. I think that might have been Archie Kennedy Dyson we saw there, who we heard from earlier on. They start to sort themselves out on this opening lap. Most of these drivers in their second year of racing are graduates of the Caterham Academy. Just a couple of changes being needed to convert the car to Roadsport spec, an anti-roll bar and some new tyres. 3 wide there, heading into the right-hander. That's number 27 spinning off behind into the gravel. The 27 of Rob Hicks is beached in the gravel. It's a 3 wide moment. Steve Vischer was one of those involved. Ben Oliver in the Brawn GP, lookalike number 80 as well. That might be a safety car with Rob Hicks, the number 27, off there, the man from Derby. Race continues for now then with Richard Davies in the lead. It's Kyle Townend in second place. Mitch Fasania is third, and they've gone clear of Matt Fox in 4th position, the number 99 machine. I think it's Ollie Smith, number 89, in 5th place. 56 Sam Emmington loses a spot there in the lower reaches of the top 10, but as I suspected, the safety car is being called for. There's the reason. Rob Hicks, number 27, in the gravel at Tower Bend. Marshals with him. Big thanks to our volunteer marshals this weekend, braving the rain. Couldn't go racing without them. Indeed, all the other officials here with the BARC and with Croft Circuit.
So welcome back to VoiceOver Kyle for this safety car intermission. So I arrived back at the circuit on Sunday feeling a lot better. I'd had a really long night of kind of fever dreams, but that seemed to get it out of my system, and I was a bit groggy but feeling up for it once I arrived at the circuit. I was surprised at how chilled I was about the prospect of a wet race. I've been fearing them since we started racing back at the start of last year, but for some reason I just felt kind of grateful to be there and to be feeling better. The launch was brilliant. Obviously it's the first wet launch any of us have done, and it just hooked up and went. I was really happy with that. It's a shame I bottled it into turn one. Rich had the inside, but I was clear of him. I could have boxed him off, but ultimately Rich's bravery deservedly got him back in the lead. So yeah, we'll get back to safety cars coming in now. So we'll get back to the race and enjoy it.
Looks like the lights have gone out atop the Porsche. We will be back to racing this time by with Richard Davies in the lead, Kyle Townend in the yellow car in second, and Mitch Fasagna in green in third. Looks like Steve Vischer is up to fourth. That's a good run through in the early stages, the number 9 car. Richard Davies, can he make it 4 out of 4? Keep up his unbeaten run. Kyle Townend will be ready to attack. They're both race winners in their Caterham Academy days. Matt Fox had a couple of wins last season in the Academy as well. Here we go then, racing gets back underway here at Croft with the Bilstein Caterham Roadsport Championship, ready to charge down towards Clervaux. Who's going to emerge with the lead? Looks like we've got an issue with our camera up at Clervaux at the moment, so our apologies there. We'll rectify that as quickly as we can. And here come the leaders into the back straight. It is Davies who leads the way, with Townend in second. And a solid wall of spray behind. Just see the headlights coming through there in the tower. It is Davies who leads. Townend goes a bit wide. Fasagna having a look up the inside. Then Stephen Vischer in the number 9 going with them. There's a battle further back in the pack. Heinrich Watson Miller under fire from Georgia Tuffin. I think that is in the number 62 car, the light blue. Out of the Jim Clark S's come our leaders. Watch for Matt Fox back in 5th, and watch for Alex Dobrinin, who's gone off at Tower. That's a great shame. He made a good start from the back of the grid. He gets going again. Here come your leaders. It's through sunny outs. Red, yellow, green, blue they run. I was about to say, watch for Matt Fox. He tends to come on strong in the second half of races, and we're not there yet, so maybe just building himself up. That final charge. Richard Davies under pressure now from Kyle Townend in the number 19. Fasagna third. Stephen Vischer having a good run. Up there in 4th place in the number 9. Out of the hairpin. Across the line they come. 4 laps completed. And Vischer has done the fastest lap, 152.748. Could we be in for a surprise here? Can Stephen Vischer make his way through to the front of the pack? A few places have been swapped on the lower reaches of the top 10. John Bond up to 7th ahead of Ben Oliver. Heine Watson Miller has moved up a couple of places as well. Still Kyle Townend unable to wrest the lead away from Richard Davies. Fasanya runs a bit wide through Tower Bend. That could allow Vischer to attack for third. Somebody running a bit wide further back in there. I think that may have been John Bond. Out towards Sunny in and Sunny out. Heinrich Watson Miller, the red car, is a little further down the order. A battle for 9th position. Sam Eminson and Georgie Tuffin in there as well. Meantime, things hotting up for the leaders. Look, there's a queue of cars starting to build up now. 6 of them together at the front of the field. Davies, Townend, Fasanya, Vischer, Matt Fox and Ollie Smith, the number 89, not to be confused with the junior saloon car racer of the same name, of course. As through the water splash goes number 10 of James French. Dropped back in yesterday's race towards the end, finished at the tail. Seven and a half minutes of this race to go, so we're past half distance in this second race of the weekend for the Bilstein Caterham Roadsport Championship. And here come your leaders. Down towards Tower Bend. Up the inside, Mitch Fasanya is going to take second place away from Carl Townend. He's done it. Good move on the inside from Fasanya. And somebody off. That's the 47 of Heinrich Watson Miller. There's somebody else in there as well. I think that might be Matt Fox, the 99, who was 5th. Watson Miller was up to 7th. Now, did they collide there, those two? We didn't see. We only caught the tail end of that. But that is Matt Fox out of the race. And yes, you can see Watson Miller's gone into the back of him. Look at the rear end of that car. And he's well stoved in. That's the end of their weekend. Safety car will be out again. Good to see Heinrich Watson Miller straight over to check if Matt Fox is okay there. I can only assume Heinrich missed his braking points and went into the back of the 99 there. You can see steam from the damaged front end of his car.
Hello, welcome back. It's voiceover Carl again, I'm afraid. So another safety car. This was a big one. Matt took a hell of a wallop in the braking zone for Tower. Made a real mess of his car, which was sad to see. Obviously, I wasn't aware of that when we were on the track, but you know, in the hours that followed, got to see Matt's car up close, and it was not nice to see. But Matt was okay, Heinrich was okay. That's obviously the main thing in conditions like this. But that unfortunately called the end of the race. We were at the 14-minute mark. The safety car came out, and then it was red flag shortly after. So just to kind of unpack what happened in that last couple of corners, really. So I was feeling good in the car. I felt like I was creeping up on the braking zones on Rich. I felt like I was exploring the grip in a couple of spots, and I was starting to build a battle plan for taking the lead. What I did though is I took my eye off Mitch for a few seconds too long. I tried to defend. I moved over to the middle, but Mitch was already getting alongside me into Tower. And I certainly didn't want to be squeezing him into the grass in conditions like this. So yeah, Mitch got through. I think I could have had a good fight with Rich and Mitch had the race gone the full distance. But no, it wasn't to be, unfortunately. And then after I backed off and the safety car came out, that's when Steve passed me into P3. So I was kind of gesticulating a little bit. Initially it was kind of adrenaline, anger was like, how dare you overtake me under the safety car? It was clearly a mistake, right? He clearly didn't mean to do it. But then it was kind of, I was not panic as such, but I was concerned that if the race restarted, that I'd lost my ability to fight for the lead, because I'd then have Steve in front of me, who I know is really fast in the wet. I was kind of flapping around. Trying to get his attention, but clearly he just wasn't aware that the safety car lights had come on when he passed. obviously that I knew that was going to get sorted out in Parc Ferme. I knew the stewards are hot on that sort of thing, and my podium would be restored. But still, I was thinking of more of the mindset of I want that place back on track now because there's a fight on here. But that's how it goes. I was grateful to get through the race. Shame we only had a couple of laps. I was starting to get into a groove, and I was starting to enjoy it.
There you go, Roadsport race is complete, and it was obviously quite eventful with these conditions, but we've got Richard in second place and he's looking at me like Mitch as our race winner with his wipers going absolutely flat out, and Stephen Vischer in third. So I'll wait for these guys to get out. Richard's out. We're obviously all discussing. It was quite eventful. Lots of things going on. But finishing under safety car can be a bit it's not always the best to finish under safety car. I just hope those guys are okay. Hope Matt Fox is okay after that incident. But we'll come and speak to Richard in a moment. We'll get their view on how that race was, and we'll see if it was as fun as Mitch was saying. Obviously, we hope it was. So just let them get out the cars. Is it true? Stephen's. I'll find out for you, Steve. We're just waiting to see if this is confirmation. Just jump out, Yem. Hello. I want to know if it was as fun as we hoped it would be.
It was very quick. It felt very quick. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what happened there at the end. I don't really know what was going on. I was just kind of driving my race and hoping for the best. But yeah, it was fun. Either way, whatever happened.
Good. As long as you enjoyed it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I did.
Good. Excellent. Right. We'll have a quick word with Rich. Hello. So, what was it like from your perspective?
It was a bit of a leisurely drive, really. We didn't have many green flag laps, really.
No.
But I think he overtook me under the safety car. So I don't know what's going to go on from there. But
so to be reviewed then.
Yes, to be reviewed. But but I still loved it. I mean, even if it wasn't, if I got a mistake, it's still second and first. It's still a
second,
result.
it's still. I mean,
know,
it's great championship points.
Exactly. Bag the points.
That's it.
That's
exactly.
It.
It's always about always being there.
That's
isn't
it.
Being
but
up there.
It felt like a bit of a leisurely drive, to be honest.
Yeah.
We really had about 3-4 laps of the green flag, I think. But it was very treacherous. I mean, there was a lot of standing water as well. So
yes. So that's still there because turn one obviously was pretty bad from what I saw.
Yeah, it was, and it was all over the place really. There was so much standing water. But it was good, brilliant. I mean, I still enjoyed it. First proper wet race out the way with.
I was about to say, first proper wet race.
Yes,
yeah.
So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We kept the grip and everything. Yeah, it was good. We really enjoyed it.
Good,
yeah.
Excellent. That's the main thing.
Brilliant.
Well
Cheers.
done.
Thank you very
well
much.
done. Right, there's a lot of discussions going on with the drivers here. Let's just ask JB quickly.
Hello.
Is that correct with Stephen in third?
No, I don't.
No.
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh.
But TSL says that he's P4, but
Okay, we're just having
I don't know
discussions.
whether
We'll
that's
wait one moment if that's okay, because obviously Alex Reid here, head of Motorsport, is talking to the drivers, just discussing which positions they are in. So we'll just get clarification on that. But while we're waiting, if we have got a few minutes, we could have a quick word with one of the other drivers. Let's have Kyle. Let's have a quick word with you while we're... How was it for you? Obviously, I know it's difficult with safety car, quite a lot of the laps.
Yeah, I don't know how many laps we actually raced. It didn't feel like many, but no, I felt really good actually. I felt like I had the pace to win it actually. But yeah, just a little bit too cautious following Rich into tower, and Mitch got me. But yeah, it seems like with people passing under safety cars and count back and stuff, I've ended up P2 somehow. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Good to be back on the podium.
So you are P2?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry, Kyle. Obviously, where everybody's parked up, I was confused.
I know. Well, one car got past me when the safety car was out, so I knew that I would get at least into P3 by the end. And then I hear that there's some other shenanigans with count back and red flags and stuff. So
right. Okay.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
There we go. That's all right.
No, but yeah, so yeah, thrilled with that. I was really nervous about driving in the wet, but
it's your first one, isn't it?
It is, and it reminded me of our very first race weekend at Brands. You turn up and you've got no idea how fast you're going to be or slow or whatever. And it felt exactly this today. I didn't know where I would be. So yeah, to be on the lead pace was a massive relief.
Yeah. Well, you've done your first wet race. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, Kyle. There we go. Bit of eventful with the safety car as well. So yeah, right. Scottish Minis are out now, so I believe Ian caught up with some of them earlier.
Good evening and welcome to the garage for the Croft weekend debrief. So it's, what day is it? It's Thursday night, so we raced last weekend, so the car's been in here a few days now, chilling out, and I've just been, spent an hour or two tonight just giving it a bit of a once-over, as I do after the race weekends, and, great to have a race weekend with no contact and no damage. First off, really appreciative to have a clean one. On reflection of the weekend, kind of mixed emotions on it. I'm very happy with how the weekend went. I think I got some good results again. I think I was quite fortunate with the result in the second race, just with the count back and how that worked. But yeah, really can't complain about the results. And to that P4 in race one, I felt like I fought for that, harder than anything I've fought for in a race car before. So yeah, I was absolutely thrilled with it. But then it's still got that kind of tinge of missed opportunity. I was feeling really quick at Croft in testing, and maybe could have done a little bit more. But no, I'm still think back to the weekend, and I'm pretty thrilled with it. The testing, which I planned to record a little bit on sort of Saturday morning to talk you through how testing had gone for us, which I obviously never got around to, and I made some really, really, really good progress. How the car felt at Croft compared to Cadwell was, I'm not going to say night and day, that's a little bit dramatic. It's still a Caterham at the end of the day, but it felt like I was able to push on and find my limit much quicker and much more consistently than I was at Cadwell. And I'd found some things in the weeks between the two races, not like wrong settings that I was running, but mechanically, the car had some weirdness with it. Like the ride height kept changing every time I would measure it. The ride height would be different, and I slackened everything off and kind of reset everything. And what I think I was suffering was the rubber bushes in some or all of the wishbones and suspension joints maybe were just getting a little bit bound up, kind of preloaded in a twisted position, because as soon as I relaxed it all off and then retorqued it at ride height, I was able to get repeatable measurements on stuff, and the car stopped moving on me every time I came to measure it. So it was good to get that all behind me. And then that allowed us to really concentrate during Croft testing to run some weird and wonderful combinations of roll bars and stuff like that, things I wouldn't have thought were viable combos, but actually learned a hell of a lot about the car during that testing, which hopefully will pay dividends kind of later in the season. But yeah, race one, really tough fight. I think I've still got some work to do, without using the excuse of being a little bit poorly. I think I've got my work cut out for me. The racing at the front is really, really, really tough, and I've not been sharp enough yet in the races that I've done. I've not quite been there as much as I need to be. And then race two was the one saving grace of having the kind of stomach bug or whatever it was that I had, was that I really wasn't nervous about driving in the wet on Sunday. I had a lot of emotion, but none of it was like apprehension about driving in the wet. It's not to say I was confident, but I was so relieved that I was able to drive the car after how I'd been feeling sort of 12 hours previous. I was just happy to be there. And I think that chilled me out a little bit. I think I've been very nervous about racing in the wet for a long time. And this allowed me to get that first wet race out of the way, where I was just happy to be there and without the pressure of expectation on myself. And that, I'm very grateful for that. The race itself, very short-lived. The racing laps, obviously you've seen it. Made a couple of mistakes, maybe wasn't quite punchy enough, but overall very happy with how it went. Even if the count back hadn't have kicked in and I would have finished in P3, I would have been over the moon with that. So yeah, really positive weekend. I'm really sad Croft is behind us. We arrive at Croft on sort of Wednesday night, Thursday morning, as we do with most tracks, to be fair. and we're there until Sunday night. And I love being at Croft. I love kind of setting up camp there. Really nice paddock. Just love it. Love being there, and sad that it's behind us. But onwards and upwards, we are at Spa next, which is only a couple of weeks away now. I've got one track day between now and then, which is at Donington Park, where I will be just testing another couple of things, but really just settling in, ready for Spa. Once we get to Spa, there'll be very minimal mileage in terms of testing and stuff like that, so it'll be quite a new experience for all of us, where we typically test the crap out of ourselves and the cars. It will be very much arrive and drive at Spa. So yeah, different challenge. Looking forward to it, and I'll see you there.